This little montage you saw was graded using a film emulation plugin called Dehancer. Here I have used Kodak Vision 350D film negative profile along with Kodak 2383 print film profile. I am really delighted to share some insights about this plugin, but before let me introduce myself to you. My name is Vipin and I am a Delhi-based visual artist working with photography as my medium to express myself. Also, I have been making short documentaries about my city cultures and festivals. Besides, I am a professional colorist with many years of experience working on freelance projects like digital ads, music videos, and short films. So, Dehancer approached me to review their plugin, which got me very excited. First of all, why do we need a film emulation plugin on our digital images? Answer is simple. Film always look organic and colors of a film is a result of years of research done including the psychological impacts of the colors generated through a film. Dehancer has been in development for more than 10 years and has become an advanced tool to mimic filmic colors on digitally captured images. What I liked about their approach is that they have mapped the colors of a negative by optically printing the negative on film or print medium and not by digitally scanning the negative. Although their motion picture film profiles are made by printing them on photographic paper and not on a print film. What is the best part I liked about Dehancer, which makes it different from other film emulation plugins, is the various adjustment tools it has along with the film profiles to work on the image, like it is being treated with chemicals in a lab. It takes some time to get hold of these tools and reading the manual will be great help. So I set up my timeline color space in DaVinci White Gamut and output to standard Rec 709 Gamma 2.4 settings. I will be using Dehancer in DWG intermediate, that is the same color space which I set up before. This is my basic node tree with IDT for camera used to DWG and ODT to Rec 709 Gamma 2.4. I have placed the enhancer node before the ODT and have these basic correction nodes before the enhancer for my short matchings. Let's dive into the settings available in the dehancer. So here are the basic exposure, temperature, tint and defringe controls. There is one more exposure tool in print settings which works differently. Here are all the film profiles. Push and pull settings, which is based on results when films are pushed or pulled. Push processing refers to developing the film for a longer time or using higher developer temperature to compensate for underexposure during shooting. And pull is for the overexposed film. Here each film is profiled independently for push and pull. With negative films, it affects overall color and contrast. With positive films, push and pull affects the exposure. There is no intensity slider for the film profile, but you can add a new node before and control it with total impact slider in the output. Film developer is designed like a developer solution used in a film lab with contrast boost, gamma correction, color separation, and color boost settings. Contrast boost controls the overall contrast while gamma works on the midtones. Gamma correction is only possible with any contrast boost value other than 0. Color separation works on the most intense colors of the image while color boost works on the overall color saturation. Film compression can be used to fine tune the highlights and color density in it. Expand can be used to set the blackest and the whitest points of the image, and in color mode you have the option to select Luma so that it works only on Luma and not affecting the colors. Expand does not correct the result of the applied film profile but rather adjusts the profile itself so that the dynamic range corresponds to the contrast of the source image. Optical printing is the last stage of a complete analog process. Here are the various print options and my favorite is Kodak 2383. Coming to the print settings, here are some interesting tools which I like experimenting with. Target White adjusts the temperature of the printing light source in the 5500 to 6500 Kelvin range. Here is the other exposure tool which behaves in a filmic way compared to exposure tool in the start. I liked experimenting with both the exposure tools in combination. Tonal contrast is also a non-linear behavior tool which is designed to mimic a lab type behavior. Tonal contrast can bring clipping to the image, so you can revisit expand to fine tune this. Color density behaves like a subtractive saturation tool and makes highly saturated colors more filmic. Saturation works on overall saturation like a traditional saturation tool with only option to reduce it, as it can be used to protect oversaturation. Otherwise, we can increase the saturation from color boost in film developer menu. As using these tools can result in clippings, we have analog range limiter checkbox to get more headroom for processing. Expand can also be used instead of this. Subtracted CMY color head is based upon the analog color correction tool integrated in photo enlargers. The similar method is used in printer lights, a special device for optical movie printing to a positive film. Both have the same principle, changing the color of light used for print exposure. So why all these tools, which can be confusing in the beginning? Thing is, once you are aware of their behaviors and know how to use them in combination, then they become really powerful tools to optimize the film profiles chosen. We have other effects below which mimic some of the properties of a film, like grains, halation, bloom, damage, film breadth, gate weave, and overscan. It is a creative choice to use them or not. Together you can get very realistic film textures and effects. I really like the film grain of Dehancer as it looks more organic than other grain overlays available. Then we have vignette settings. Then there is also a false color option which can help you keeping the consistency in a grade, especially with skin tones. We have output impact slider which is like a layer opacity. We can adjust the intensity of the entire plugin here. We have option to generate LUT also. Generating a LUT from Resolve with plugin active in a node is not possible. So we convert the plugin into a LUT and do our adjustments using Resolve tools and generate new LUT which combines the LUT generated by Dehancer. Last, there is a quality options to change the playback performance of the plugin. Also, I have been asked to review their iOS app which has similar interface. These are some before and afters using the app. Dehancer's film emulation plugin impressively mimics filmic colors through meticulously mapped profiles and extensive adjustment tools, offering a powerful solution for digital color grading. Its organic film grain and lab-like controls stand out, providing a realistic and customizable film look. Although it requires some learning, the results are well worth the effort for achieving authentic film textures and effects. Hope you enjoyed this review of Dehancer, and you can use my discount code LUMAPOST for 10% discount, and it's valid for all Dehancer products except the iOS app subscription.